What's up? Every black man has to commit to one goal to improve their financial situation. You are a black man trying to self improve and gain a grounded identity in being a black man. I have a deep dive guide on all the things of learning who to look up to in black history, eating healthier, becoming more financially literate, and also learning to come together with other black men on a week to week basis to self improve and gain a grounded identity in being a black man. If you're a black man and you're interested in being the strongest version of yourself, the link for that will be in the bio section of my YouTube channel. So click on my channel. You'll see the link in the bio section right there. Click on that, internalize that, and be the strongest version of yourself as a black man. Now, I'm gonna be open with you guys. Me being a person, a black man who has struggled staying consistent on a financial basis when it came to committing to my financial goals, I can tell you the biggest thing that holds a lot of black men back is not being able to stay committed to one goal. Let me give you an example. Like I probably said it before. When I was like 18, I remember I had set a goal for myself that I wanted to save like $20,000. And I remember I was getting a paycheck and I was saving, and it was that emotional part of myself where it was like, man, go and buy some food, man. Go and buy another game system. Go and do this random thing that's meaningless and trivial, and it's not gonna improve my life, right? It was my instability mentally to commit to saying, no, what, no, I want to do this way, and I'm gonna wait until I hit that goal, right? I was about to fall, but and it was that inconsistency in my mentality that made me suffer financially, right? And also, this you can apply this to many areas like saving money. You can also apply this to, the type of career you want. You can also apply this to if you want to be a doctor or engineer or a RN one day. You want to be you want to be in a certain financial situation. You either want to save to a certain amount or you want to make a certain amount. All this has to do with you committing to one goal, regardless if that's a purely financial thing with just saving money, or it's the type of career you want and the type of lifestyle you want. The most important thing is committing to one goal. And I truly believe if I would have been saving my money, if I would have committed to one goal in my career or in finding a certain career, I would have been so set up by now. Mind you, I'm in my early 20s. I wouldn't have had to, I would have been in a way better place by now. Let's just put it like that. I would have been in a way better place right now. I would have been more independent. I would have had more freedom, right? And less stress on myself, right? I would have a lot less stress. So if it's one thing that I could really say that could really help a lot of black men out, when it comes to the financial side of everything, commit to one goal. If you want to make a certain amount of money, commit to one type of career. And then once you complete that goal, then you can focus on something else. But focus on one thing at a time. Hyper focus on that. Every day go towards that. Same thing if you're trying to save money. Commit to one goal. Commit to saving, 5K or 2K or 10 or 20. Commit to that and don't let up on that. Don't let the trivial, meaningless, short term things get you off track, because that's not going to help you in the long term. That's not going to last. Don't try to dive into things constantly that are short term. That's what's really going to help us have being a strong financial position in the black community, in our households. And also that's going to also contribute to us having more functional relationships, because people don't really understand how much relationship problems people have, even in platonic ones and also romantic ones, that money plays a big part on the health of relationships, especially when it comes to family and all that type of stuff. So I think that black men, it's our responsibility to hold it's our responsibility to be financially strong, right? We live in a day and age where the black woman is more financially strong than the black man is, in a lot of ways, right? And it's kind of sad because I've seen guys that I've been around. There's there's people I know, there's people I've been around that they'll literally let the woman take care of them. They'll let the black woman, basically uh assume a position that's not natural to her nature. You get what I'm saying? Now, does this mean go out there and be a gold digger? Hell no. Don't go out there and be a gold digger. But this is to say that there's certain things that a man should be taking the responsibility of, protecting, providing. A black man should be assuming that type of role and those characteristics and those traits, right? And there's an even deeper side of this I can get into, but I will just say that we're gonna have better relationships when the black men, they're in a stronger financial position. They have resources, and they really take pride in being able to take care of their family, take pride in being competent and having a skill. And these are things that I really didn't focus on when I was younger because I was too caught up in trying to look cool and trying to please people. But in the end of the day, it's all about being competent, being good at something, right? And that's the thing, it's a process to things. You might not start off being good at anything, and that's why you can't compare, because I can guarantee you there's a guy out there who has better genetics than you do, who has a higher IQ, who's smarter, who can do things faster. But that's not what we focus on. We focus on if we got better than what we were yesterday. And so many black men, you know, we can't come together because we got an ego. We can't be around somebody who may be better than us than something. We can't be willing to learn from somebody. Or if we're in a high position, we want to just look down on everybody. We don't want to help anybody. The goal is for all of us to get better than what we were yesterday, no matter what place we all are in life. The goal is for all of us to go up together. No matter if it's somebody doing real good or somebody doing real bad, if we come together, we all finna go up. We all finna get better. We all about to improve, right? And I think that this also applies to um, the community coming together and committing to one goal. And that's not even the thing just with the financial thing. This all goes back to everything about uh black men coming together. If we can commit to one thing in our mentality, if we can commit in our like-mindedness and commit to one goal, that's where we're going to become dangerous. On a financial side, on a physical side, on a gaining power side. That's where we're really going to be strong. And this isn't only financial advice. You can apply this to anything in life. If you commit to it and you stay strong with it, you stay strict with it, you know, time is going to prove you're going in the right direction and you're getting to where you want to be, and that you're going to achieve that goal. And once you achieve that goal, then you can focus on something else, and you could be a person that's actually accomplishing something. And I think that I respect a lot of black men who go to college, right? And the reason that is because that, even though I don't think that that's that means a whole bunch, but it does show that you can commit to something long enough, and you have enough uh you have enough hard work in you to commit to one thing for a long duration of time. And that's a good indicator that that person could have a goal, and it may take a long time and they can complete the goal. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. Peace out.